You cannot make this shit up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Listen to this chick. She telling us, like, she is spewing the information that damn near every woman legitimately wants to say, and she don't even know what she's saying. Mind you, she is younger than us, talking to us like she has the life experience of half of us. But go ahead, let's listen to it.
This whole coffee date discourse is reminding me that a lot of people are in relationships, but they don't actually have romance, right? Like, they don't actually have romantic experiences. They aren't actually having these, like, deep, maybe even sensual connections, right? They're just dating to date. This is coming from a chronically single person, mind you. The longest relationship I've ever been in my entire life was 4 months. And I'm 20.
You hear her, right? The longest relationship she's been in has been 4 months, but she can tell us from experience that people are looking for romance instead of and it's like, yo, you don't have the experience. You can't tell people what they're looking for, but they love her. They love this type of content. They'll like it up, share it up, repost it up. It's like, you right. And then when I hear the shit like, you've only been dating, your longest relationship is 4 months and you're trying to give advice, okay? And listen to her age.
Here's the thing, despite that, I feel like
Let's go back to listen to her age.
Deep, maybe even sensual connections, right? They're just dating today. This is coming from a chronically single person, mind you. The longest relationship I've ever been in my entire life was 4 months. And I'm 25. Here's the thing, despite that, I feel like I'm somebody who's had some great romantic experiences. Not just sensual, romantic, right? I've had the dream dates. I've had guys pick me up in a nice car and give me the flowers and take me to these nice restaurants. When I lived in New York, I've had some just amazing romantic experiences. Even when I was in DC, even back to the level of high school, my high school boyfriend did an amazing proposal for me. But again, like I said, I've also been chronically single. Like, I don't really date long term. And it's not because I don't think, like, it's not just...
You hear all of the performance that she has had from dudes back and forth in different places. Yet she still did not end up with one of these dudes and then will still complain about the coffee date. Like, make that shit make sense. We're talking about actually getting to know somebody compared to because all the performances, you heard her, I got all the performances, Mind you, she only had a relationship that was 4 months. That's her longest. But she had all these performances from different men, and they still didn't end up in a long-term relationship. But yet you can come on, tell people the story, garner sympathy and likes, and still, matter of fact, let's just continue.
For being irrational, I just, number one, my time, my energy, and I move around a lot. I like to date guys who are very high powered, very busy, so they also have the same requirements that I have, where they have very demanding jobs, demanding schedules, and are also traveling. And my little Delulu trait about myself is I believe when you first meet a man, the first 2 months, 2 to 3 months should be perfect. Because at that point, he should be performing for you, right? He should be trying.
You heard her, right? You heard her. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. You heard her. The first couple months, he should be performing for you. Mind you, he's trying to date you. So you're the one that's supposed to be putting on, well, y'all should supposed to be performing for each other. But like Kevin said, men are access to relationships and marriage. Women are access to, but yet he should be performing for you to do what? And this is why I am the way that I am. It's like, no, I'm not putting on a fucking clown mask, and I'm not doing no performance for you. Like me how I am, and then when we both get to the place in life that I have to show you who I really am, even show you who I really am. I said this in multiple videos. Only person that's getting those lavish dates out of me is my wife. That's it. That's it.
Trying to win you over. But I always get very confused when I talk to girls. They've been going on 2, 3 dates with a guy, and they already have all this drama. Because I'm like, it's been a month. Like, if in less than a month, then he's been giving you all this work. What's the point? Like, one good day, and then all of a sudden, there's 9 million things you have to deal with. Like, what's the point of that? He's supposed to be performing for you. But I don't think a lot of people view dating that way. Like, a lot of people don't think that dating is supposed to...
Because it's wrong to think somebody's supposed to be performing for you. It's supposed to be a mutual thing. If it's not mutual, then of course you would be such as yourself. You're not doing nothing, but he is jumping around and poking at his nose like a fucking clown. You're not gonna like that type of person. woman is gonna like that type of person, but you can sit here and tell her to be like, no, these guys do all this for me, and I still tell them no. It's like, what? It's crazy.
Fun and engaging and romantic. They just think it's supposed to happen so you can find a partner eventually, which is true, right? Like, that's the ultimate goal, of course. Like, we want to get married, I want to get married. The ultimate goal is to find somebody who's compatible with you. But they're supposed to try and woo you over to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So I find this whole coffee date discourse very interesting, because we're in this whole generation where everyone seems obsessed with romance and seems obsessed with guys, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to keep it with you. I'm not one of those kinds of girls either, right? I don't think a guy has to have $9 million in a Porsche to take me out. Just give me some effort. But having that contrast with this whole coffee date where this girl's like, oh, I don't like coffee, I just don't want to go on with it. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Isn't that supposed to be romantic? Is that not the point of dating? Isn't that supposed to be like romantic and engaging and like fun?
No, romance coming inside of the relationship. Dating is getting to know the person. It doesn't have to be romantic in the slightest. It's getting to know them. Because you know how romance works? Romance works in the way that you know the person, know what they like and know what they dislike already. But if you're dating, we don't know each other. So how the fuck am I just supposed to be a romantic off rip to a person? Think about it this way. If you're allergic to peanuts and I bring you chocolate and roses and there's peanuts in them, how the fuck you're gonna look at me after you have an allergic reaction? It's like, but you want romance though. You want romance. It's crazy behavior y'all got.
Because again, this is chronically single, name of this little thing I'm doing. Maybe I'm viewing it wrong, but I'm a little bit confused. Like, are y'all dating guys who aren't giving you romance? And if you are, why are you dating them? For me, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you can, again, not to be like that, but I feel like I've met guys off first, second, third, fourth date who've gone above and beyond to produce a great date for me, who ended up not being that serious anyways, right? I have no problem with that because I had made that peace with myself where, again, I'm always the priority. If you're playing games, that's your prerogative. I'm going to remove myself from the picture. But that's the thing. If that guy can be a philanderer and still put in the level of effort to get a good date.
You just heard what you said, right? I don't think they'd be understanding. The ones who do that extra mile, they're lying to themselves. They're not even just lying to you, they're lying to themselves. Somebody who is well-intentioned is not gonna put on a performance for you. They're coming there to show you that, hey, I am the person you should choose, and all the lavish stuff and the romantic stuff that you're looking for shouldn't be the stuff that's catching your eye. It's his intentions. But yeah, y'all want the romance, y'all want the lavish stuff so you can get away and walk away with some free shit. Just say it like that. Say you want to walk away with free shit. You can't just go on a date and not walk away with some free shit.
Why would a man who has actual intentions for you not do the same if a random guy from Raya or Hinge will?
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Don't you see the piss that's in the water? People saying no to coffee dates. Why would he do anything like that? And that's what I don't fucking understand. It's like, yo, if you were a humble enough person to accept a coffee date, why would he not try to go above and beyond after that? You accepted the coffee date. All right, cool. She's a humble person. She's not materialistic. Now I can do all this extra shit for her. And compared to the women who, oh no, you have to do this off start. Come on. Like, think about it. And 25 years old, longest relationship of 4 months, but yet you could come on here, give dating advice. That shit don't make no fucking sense. You can't give dating advice when your longest relationship has been 4 months. And the only reason why your longest relationship has only been 4 months is because they wasn't fully performing for you. You have to remember that once you get to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, all that romance shit goes out the window. It becomes boring and monotonous. If you're not that type of person that understands that sometimes you have to be relaxed and sometimes the romance leave and comes back, then you don't deserve to be inside of a relationship, because at the end of the day, life is life. Sometimes that we will be out there doing the most to get a girlfriend, and then when they have her, we have to get back to life and making sure that the family and the stuff that we are taking care of is good. How the fuck can we do that if every other day we have to do some type of performance to make sure that you just don't want to up and leave and bring the romance every fucking day? Mind you, You don't hear her saying nothing about her doing anything for him. It's just all for her. All I hear is me, 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 me. That's it.
That's why, like, that's my, this is actually more of a question. Like, if you are dating a partner who wasn't very romantic with you, what exactly, again, I'm not saying it's the only thing that matters, right? But like, what exactly gave you that initial connection? I don't mean their personality or like their work ethic, that you have to grow to know over time. I mean like initial first meeting. If that person gave you no romance, no indication of romance, no nothing, how did they get a second date? How did you say yes? Not to be like that, but like, because again, in my head, like,
every time you say not to be like that, we understand that you know that it's wrong, and we know that you're pushing your dating practices forward, but yet you're still the person that only had a relationship of 4 months. You cannot talk about a serious relationship, about people actually getting to their normal or close to their normal. You can't. But yet you can come online, 20,000 likes, y'all. Women love this type of content. It's like, you're right. Perform for me all the time. Do it. Fucking stupid.
From my understanding of dating and romance, you're supposed to be trying to woo each other. So if I'm meeting a guy who's not giving any effort to trying to woo me,
what is your effort to woo him? That's the question. I don't hear you saying nothing like that, because women will sit there and think, right? Think about it this way. On Valentine's Day, you will buy her a plethora of stuff, and she thinks having sex with you is the same equivalent. Like, legitly. Or even Christmas, they'll buy you socks and a shirt. You will buy them shit that they like, but they think that's the same equivalent. It does not add up because it sounds good to y'all. It's like, oh, I'm gonna just get him this, but he can get me all this shit.
what am I responsible? And I'm also saying, because I feel like I know a lot of women who date a lot, like they've been in a lot of long-term relationships, women and men, quite frankly, who've been in long-term relationships, dated back to back to back, and like they'll tell me like about how the guys they've never bought them flowers, like never done this or that for them. And I'm like, I've met a random guy on Hinge who's bought me flowers, like. Again, it's not to judge or be demeaning. I'm just confused. Like, how do they get that far? How are you?
You're not confused. You just fail to forget to remember that these guys that be doing those things that women like, some of them turn out to be, well, not some of them, a lot of them turn out to be weird. Not how much relationship stories I heard. Oh, he came, he was perfect, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that, and then second date he's weird. I heard a lady say the first date was good, the second date they went to IKEA, and because he was acting like a child, he didn't like him anymore. It's like, for real. Not to say that it's wrong, because it's not wrong. It's like you don't like how somebody act childish in a place like IKEA, cool. But it's like you want those dudes to do the performance stuff, and when they do the performance stuff and their real side comes out, you don't like it. So why not go for the real person instead of somebody who's gonna buy you flowers, buy you chocolates, buy you the best steak in the house? Like, clearly that's the bad dating practices. But nope, they want all of that. That's why she could come on here and say that.
It was me for 4 years, and that person never got you flowers. That person never took you on a nice formal date. That person never remembered your birthday or got you a present. Like, they didn't do anything indicating any romance. And even like it doesn't have to be expensive, right? Some of the best dates I've ever been on have been guys who took me to do things that they enjoyed doing, but it was well planned, it was well thought out, it was intention, and they put the level of detail into it that ended up being wonderful. So even though we were just going to a couple museums and grabbing like a little shop down the street, everything was so well intentioned. Even if it's just some Trader Joe's flowers and a candle, there's intention there, because that's what really warms my heart, right? So it's about the tax bracket, more about the intention. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's always talking about dating 25-8 on this app. Everyone's talking about romance 25-8 on this app. And then things like the coffee date thing.
Yeah, so ain't shit else I could say about this. That sounds good, lady, but it doesn't. And you're not even a lady, you're a young lady at that, because you're only 25. You can hear the age discrepancy in your voice if we're being honest. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I can talk about this because I've had enough dates. Well, not dates. I had enough of relationships to give a standpoint of somebody different compared to her. Y'all be great.